Are you struggling to format your ebook or paperback for Amazon KDP using Microsoft Word in 2025? A poorly formatted book can ruin your chances of making sales, but don't worry, I've got you covered. In this video, I'll show you step by step how to format your book correctly for Kindle and paperback, ensuring a professional look that meets Amazon's requirements. Let's dive in. Now, before we get right into this video, if you're new to the channel or you have been watching my videos and you have not subscribed yet, please do well to smash on that red subscribe button and the bell notification icon. Now, if you have any questions as we go along the way, feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and also do not forget to give this video a like and a share as we go along the way. Thank you. Let's assume that this is the book that you got from your ghostwriter, or this is the one that you wrote yourself or you did with the help of ChatGPT. So the first thing I like to do is to work on the layout. Now that's for me. Everybody has what they like to do first. So I like to go to the layout, then I'll go to margins and go to custom margins. All right, so for the top, left, gutter, bottom and all that, I leave it the way it is. Okay, then I'll go to paper. Now for the paper, you need to check the trim size, that's the width and the height. This is 6:9 because I have already changed this, but before it was 8.5:11. So you could choose whatever trim size that best suits your book. All right, then you come to layout. Then I want to check different odd page and different first page, so ensure that this applies to the whole document. Then also for the trim size and all these settings, also ensure that it applies to the whole document. So when I'm done, I'll click on OK. So once that is done, remember we are formatting this book as an ebook and a paperback. So first off, we're just going to do some settings for the ebook. After working on the layout, the next thing I like to do is to change the font. So I'll first off select by pressing Ctrl A, then I'll go to the font type, all right, and select Times New Roman. Now you could use any font that you like or that you think is suitable for your book. There's Garamond, there's Georgia and all that, but I prefer using Times New Roman. Then you come to the font size. I like to use 11. You could use 12 if that's what's suitable to you. Then once that is done, I will come to justify. All right, so I like to justify my book this way. After that, I'll come to line spacing. So line spacing between 1.5 to 1.25 is pretty okay. So but for this purpose of this book, I'm going to take 1.5. all right, so once all this is done, the next thing you now want to do is to work on your title page. Okay, so I have my title and then I also have my subtitle. So first off, I want this justify to be at the middle. Okay, so I would select this, the main title, and increase the size to, let's say, like 36. Then what I want to do is to make it bold. Okay, I also want to reduce the spacing to 1.0. So once that is done, you come up next to the subtitle and I would make this like 18. Okay, then I also want this italics. Then for the author name, you could bring this down a bit. You could also make this bold, whatever thing you want to do with this. Let me just make it bold. Up next, I'll come to the copyright page. I'll select this and I'll also centralize this guy as well. Then what you want to do now is to go to each chapter and add a page break. Okay, so this is chapter 1. I'll go to the end of chapter 1, which is this guy here, then come in here and add a page break. So I'll come to insert and I'll come here and add a page break all through for each chapters. So once you've done that, the next thing now is to work on each chapter. So go to home page, the home tab again, and work on each chapter. Now we're going to make each chapter heading 1, but before we do that, could modify heading 1. So I'll right click on this, then go to modify. All right, so I'll modify this whichever way I want. So I'm going to change the font type here to Times New Roman. Then I'll change this to, let's say, 18 as well. Then I want it bold. You could change the color of this to black if you want or thereabout, but I'm just going to leave it that way. Then I'll click on OK. So what I'll do now is to select each chapter and make it heading 1 like this. All right, so chapter 2, you do this till you get to the final chapter. Now, so once that is done, you could as well make the sub chapter or this text at the bottom like a heading 2, okay, if you want to, but I really do not want that, so I could just make this bold. Okay, so if you go through your book and you see that all beneath all your chapters you have like another sub chapter kind of at the bottom, you could bold it or make it heading 2. Okay, so you go through your work and adjust the spacing, check for grammatical errors and all that. Okay, and work on that as well. Now for this, I want this to be to have some bullet points. So I'm just going to add something like this. So if it's a fiction book, you could add some indentation here like this, okay, but we're going to leave ours like this. Now I will scroll down some more and add bullet points where I feel I need to add. So like somewhere here like this, I'll add some bullet points and all that. Okay, so you would play around with this, adjust and readjust. Once you're done with all of that, the next thing I would now want to do is to add a table of contents. Okay, so I'll come just right after the copyright page, that's this page right here, and add the table of contents. So I'll go to reference, then come in here to table of contents and pick between this automatic table 1 and table 2. So I'm going to take table 2. When you've added the table of content, if you want to customize it some more, you could come down here and go to customize table of contents. All right, so underneath here you could change the tab leader. So I could change this to, let's say, something like this guy, okay, and click on OK. I could do something like this if I want to. Now remember, this is for your ebook. All this obviously has to be clickable. Once you're done with that, you would go through your book and see that everything is very okay. The spacing in between each line is good. When you're done, you come in here to file. Remember, this is for our ebook. We'll come in here to file and you click on save as. Now for the paperback, all settings that we've done for ebook will still use it. Okay, so we'll come down now. Remember, we've done the title page and copyright page and all that. We'll now scroll down to chapter 1. Okay, so what we want to do here is to add headers and footers. For the footer, let me add the page number. Sorry, so I'll come here to page numbers. I want the page number to be at the bottom of the page, and I want this accent bar here. So that's what I will do for the footer, okay, or for the page number. Then for the header, I want we have odd and even pages. So I want the odd page to have the title of the book, and I want the even page to have the author's name on it. Okay, so this is the odd page, and I would simply paste this here. So I would edit this, copy, then I will go to the font size and make it like 9. Okay, then once that is done, I also want to take it this way to the left. I don't want it centralized. All right, so remember we said and I'll close this. Remember we said for the even page we would want it to have the author's name. So I'm going to copy this guy right here, then go and look for the even pages. All right, so this is the even page, and I would paste this here. So we'll again reduce this to 9 and just readjust it this way. Okay, so that's for the even pages. And okay, so that's for the even pages. And if we come to the bottom here, we could easily see our page number here. So let's not forget to use this inverted P, whatever that thing is, to check or to see that everything is in place. Okay, so if we scroll down to the next chapter, everything looks pretty cool. Okay, then we can now remove this. So you go through till the end of your book to see that everything is very, very okay. So when you're done, you just need to save this document. Okay, you're no longer saving it as, because you saved one for your ebook. So you just Ctrl S, or you'd click on this guy and save your document. Then you go to Amazon KDP and upload. So let me know if there's anything I've not done here. Let me know in the comment section below. But we have come to the end of today's video. All right, so if you have gotten any value so far, please like, share, and leave questions in the comment section below if you have any. More importantly, smash on that red subscribe button and the bell notification icon. So till I see you again in my next video, thank you for watching. God bless you and peace out.